The Chevrolet Camaro is more than just a car. It is a cultural icon, a statement of performance, and a symbol of American muscle that has inspired generations of car enthusiasts since its introduction in the 1960s. When we talk about the Camaro, we are not simply describing a vehicle, we are telling the story of innovation, rivalry, style, and power. This legendary car has evolved through decades, each generation capturing the spirit of its era while staying true to the muscle car DNA that defines it. The Camaro was born as Chevrolet's answer to the Ford Mustang. In the mid-1960s, Ford had found wild success with the Mustang, creating a new class of automobile known as the pony car. Chevrolet needed a rival, and in 1966, the Camaro was unveiled as a 1967 model. Its name, derived from a French word meaning comrade or friend, was meant to symbolize companionship for drivers. But make no mistake, the Camaro was also a fierce competitor, engineered to take on the Mustang head-to-head. The first-generation Camaro, introduced in 1967, became an instant classic. It offered sleek styling, a wide variety of trims, and powerful V8 engines. Buyers could choose everything from a practical six-cylinder to the thundering big-block 396 V8. The car was available as a coupe or convertible, and it quickly became a favorite on both the street and the drag strip. With performance packages like the SS and Z/28, Chevrolet made sure the Camaro could go toe-to-toe with its rivals in speed, handling, and style. The Z/28 in particular was built to meet Trans Am racing regulations, with a high-revving small-block V8 that made it a true driver's car. The late 1960s and early 1970s were the golden era of muscle cars, and the Camaro thrived in this environment. The 1969 Camaro, with its aggressive styling and wide stance, is still considered one of the most iconic American cars ever built. Collectors and fans revere it, and it continues to influence modern Camaro designs. That model year, with its bold lines and hidden headlight options, cemented the Camaro's reputation as a muscle car legend. The second-generation Camaro debuted in 1970 with a completely new design. Longer, lower, and wider, it embraced a more European-inspired style while keeping its muscle car soul. It offered a range of engines, from economical six-cylinders to monstrous V8s like the 454 Big Block. Throughout the 1970s, the Camaro adapted to changing times. Stricter emissions regulations and rising insurance costs meant muscle cars were under pressure, but the Camaro survived, even thriving with special editions like the Z28 and the Rally Sport package. These models kept performance alive during an era when many competitors faded away. By the late 1970s, the Camaro had become not just a performance car but also a cultural touchstone. It appeared in movies, TV shows, and songs, solidifying its place in popular culture. From drag strips to drive-in theaters, the Camaro represented freedom, individuality, and raw power. The third generation, introduced in 1982, marked another transformation. This was the first Camaro built with a hatchback body style, fuel injection, and modern aerodynamics. It was lighter and more efficient than its predecessors, embracing the new technology of the 1980s. Models like the IROC Z, named after the International Race of Champions, became icons of their own era. The IROC Z offered sharp handling, aggressive styling, and V8 power that made it a favorite among enthusiasts. This generation reflected the transition of muscle cars into more refined, yet still thrilling, machines. By the early 1990s, Chevrolet unveiled the fourth-generation Camaro in 1993. With its sleek, modern lines and improved aerodynamics, it was clear that the Camaro was evolving with the times. The highlight of this era was the introduction of the LT1 V8 engine, borrowed from the Corvette, which gave the Camaro performance levels previously unheard of in the muscle car world. Later models, like the SS and Z28, pushed the boundaries even further, offering horsepower and acceleration that rivaled sports cars costing twice as much. However, by the early 2000s, the muscle car market had declined, and sales of the Camaro began to slow. In 2002, Chevrolet made the difficult decision to discontinue the Camaro. For fans, it felt like the end of an era. But the Camaro's story was far from over. In 2010, after an 8-year hiatus, the Camaro returned with a bold new design inspired by the legendary 1969 model. The fifth generation combined retro styling cues with modern performance and technology. It reignited the pony car wars, once again going head-to-head with the Mustang and Dodge Challenger. Buyers loved its aggressive looks, powerful engines, and advanced features. From the V6 models that made performance affordable to the supercharged ZL1 and track-focused Z28, the fifth-generation Camaro proved that Chevrolet still knew how to build a muscle car for the modern era. The sixth generation, introduced in 2016, took the Camaro to even greater heights. Built on a lighter, more refined platform, it delivered sharper handling, better efficiency, and more advanced technology. It offered a range of engines, from a turbocharged four-cylinder to the mighty supercharged V8 in the ZL1. The Camaro was no longer just a straight-line muscle car, it had become a well-rounded performance machine capable of challenging European sports cars on the track. With magnetic ride control, advanced aerodynamics, and track-honed suspension, the Camaro showed the world that American performance could compete with the best. Throughout its history, the Camaro has represented more than horsepower and speed. It has been a symbol of freedom, individuality, and the American dream. Owners take pride in their Camaros, personalizing and preserving them, passing them down through generations. Car clubs, racing teams, and online communities keep the Camaro spirit alive, sharing stories, memories, and passion for this legendary car. Even as the automotive world transitions toward electrification, the Camaro's legacy remains strong. Chevrolet has hinted at new directions for the Camaro nameplate, possibly even electric versions in the future. Whatever form it takes, the Camaro's history ensures it will always be associated with power, performance, and passion. When you hear the roar of a Camaro's V8 engine or see its unmistakable silhouette on the road, you are witnessing more than just a car. You are seeing a living piece of automotive history. From its birth as a Mustang rival to its evolution into a global performance icon, the Camaro has never stopped thrilling drivers and inspiring enthusiasts. The Chevrolet Camaro is not just a machine. It is a legend, a story that continues to unfold, and a promise that the spirit of American performance will never die.